Hello learners, welcome to our subject on research, consultancy and advisory. We are continuing with underlying theories and models of research, consultancy and advisory. Today we are focusing on Weisbord'S 6-box model of organizational diagnosis, which is one of the selected research and consultancy theories in our subject. It is important, learner, to note that as a consultant or as a manager or as an advisor, you may require to use different theories, and according to Marvin Weisbord, there is a 6-box model that was proposed, and this Weisbord 6-box model uses 6 categories to conduct an organizational diagnosis. And according to Weisbord, identifying and solving a problem is something that should be done systematically. By the same people. So those people who have a problem, there should be the same people, according to Weisbord, who are familiar with that particular problem, with that particular challenge, within that particular situation that they are in. So it is imperative that if you are a consultant or if you need to make an advisory, you look at the individuals within that particular context. They should be the ones familiar with that particular problem or a situation that you want to consult on. And carrying out a diagnosis is a way of bridging the gap between what is in relation to what is happening and what should be happening. And that's why these 6 categories of organizational diagnosis were proposed by Weisbord. And these 6 areas, or these 6 categories are: 1, purposes; then 2, structure; then 3, relationships; then 4, rewards; then 5, leadership; then when it comes to 6, helpful mechanisms. And according to Weisbord, when it comes to the purpose, here you are looking at the mission of an organization and aspects like the vision of a given organization. What is that particular organization striving to achieve? Where does that organization want to be in the next 10, 15 years, in the short run and also in the long run? And when it comes to the structure refers now to the formal structure and relationships within that particular organization. And when it comes to the relationships, these ones are power systems within a given organization. If, for example, you have a bureaucracy, levels of organizational performance. So you have power systems in terms of the formal structures that take place in that particular organization, and the relationships in the hierarchy of a given organization. You have middle level staff, higher level staff, lower level staff, operational staff. You have also what you call functional relationships, for example, in an organization. So these are the relationships you are looking at in relation to carrying out a diagnosis in a given organization. Then when you look at the rewards, you are looking at intrinsic and extrinsic rewards that are available to individuals within a given working environment. Then you are also looking at leadership. So here you are looking at supervisory. You have supervisors, you have managers, and these managers are the ones who are supporting, providing leadership within a given work environment or within an organization. Then when you look at helpful mechanisms, you may, for example, be looking at, say, integrated management information systems. So if you have integrated management information systems within a given organization, then individuals who are making decisions are able to draw within this particular system, the various uses they will want to capitalize on, and then have the links between supply chain, between administration, between finance, between production, as the case might be. So according to Weisbord, these 6 provide the categories that need to be diagonized or need to be analyzed to be able to provide areas of intervention, so that if you are a consultant or if you are a manager, you understand a situation within an organization in relation to the gap in that particular work environment between what is and what should be. And that gap is where the consultation comes in, or intervention measures may, for example, be preferred or considered. Then when it comes to the Weisbord 6-box model, within this particular 6-box model, you have these 6 aspects where you have got the environment within which the organization is operating. Then you have the input that comes into that particular work environment. And when it comes to the 6 aspects that we have looked at here, then you are looking at the relationships, you are looking at the purposes, you are looking at the structure, you are looking at the rewards, you are looking at the helpful mechanisms, and then these particular aspects, they form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aspects, or 6 categories of relationships that need to be, for example, analyzed or diagonized. And when you look at an organization in relation to how an organization operates in an environment, and this input may be, for example, workers. An organization will get workers from the environment, an organization will get capital from the environment, an organization will get raw materials from the environment. And when these come into the organizational setting, then the purpose of the organization could be, for example, to provide services or to provide given products in that particular, for example, environment. Then these purposes that have been organized in terms of the mission and the vision for that particular organization will be organized in a structure, so that you have a branch network if it is a bank, for example, or you have the manufacturing plant if it is, for example, maybe fast consumer good providing company or producing company. There will be structures, there will be arrangements in terms of what is being produced. There will be rewards that are given to employees within the formal work environment in terms of intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. Then there will be mechanisms. We have indicated, for example, integrated management information systems, and these relationships within this particular working environment will, for example, provide a hierarchy within which that organization operates, or bureaucracies, and within that context, there will be leadership, and this leadership will be provided by top management, middle management, and supervisory staff that are providing leadership to operational or functional sections. And once this organization now produces outputs, then this output could be in terms of products or services that are consumed now by the environment. And when the products are taken to the market, they are taken to the environment, then the environment will patronize the outputs of this particular organization, whether they will be services, whether they'll be products, as the case might be, depending on what the organization is producing. And the relationship between now an organization and its environments has that input and has that output in terms of consumption, and feedback is obtained in terms of whether the market is satisfied or the market is not satisfied. So as a consultant, or maybe as a manager or as a researcher, this is of interest to you, so that if you are to use this to carry out an organizational diagnosis, you can be able to recommend the action or intervention measures that an organization can be able to undertake. So this is the Weisbord'S 6-box model under the Weisbord'S theory of organizational diagnosis.